Ooh la la.
Good afternoon, everyone. Captain Lane speaking, and wishing you a safe travels to your crypto destination. For those of you traveling with mice, please securely position your cursor over the like button below and right-click with your favorite finger. For those with touchscreen devices, we ask that you gently press the
Greetings to the crypto community. We are pseudo-anonymous. We are here to smash that like button. We believe this content needs to reach more people like you. We are watching. We are listening. Most importantly, we are liking and subscribing. We are pseudo-anonymous. Expect us.
Hey, Kimmy, baby, I had a book over here in this drawer. You seen it?
You mean a little black book? Oh, honey, I cleaned out those drawers in that whole room and made a big donation to Goodwill. But don't worry, we can get you another one.
Oh, hell no. You're never going to believe what happened to me today at the Goodwill. I found a book of seed phrases, honey. I can get those hair transplants now. Oh.
Go best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend.
If you just stumble across the channel, it's probably because somebody hit that like button before. And for those of you who hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much. Well, it's all right now because it's anything you can do. Maybe that's all right. Maybe that's all right.
Some call him the Nostradamus of crypto. His jargon skills have discovered new entire galaxies. He once was engaged to Satoshi Nakamoto's oldest sister. He is the most interesting trader in the world. And today we ask him, what do you do when the market crashes?
I buy more. And I also subscribe to Road Dog Crypto. Trade wisely, my friends.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the members only video, listenable video update that I'm just doing over the spot margin. I've been a big proponent of spot margin and going over the strategies and why I like it. And today I can just finally show the fruits of some of my labor there, because as you remember, with our good friend Bitcoin. Where are you, Bitcoin? Oh my gosh. If you remember with our good friend Bitcoin and there's just this home market, it been kind of crazy. We went through all this sidewaysness, and there were some good points. Now, I was doing the spot margin here, and it wasn't as heavy, but not taking into account some of the top signals that we had on total 3. That was back here. In hindsight, I wish I'd played that different, and I could probably be up about twice as much as I am now, but we played it as good as we could. But as total 3 started coming down, I started adding more over there with what I could. Just tried to salvage a few positions. Some of them got kind of wiped out there, a few of them, like my link and near, but we'll see that in a minute. Ooh, look at total 3 breaking back above there. That's looking good. Altcoins are looking really juicy right now. They really are. We might get a little bit of a pullback, but that's pretty good. Higher highs out of that. Strong right now. I'm not saying it's altcoin season, but we might have to start entertaining that idea with Bitcoin dominance kind of coming down. I didn't come here to start getting into the charts, so that's not the goal of the program. The program is to go over why I like spot margin and why it's being a plus, and how it's helped me to regain losses that I might have had and capitalize on them, how I've been building some bigger bags. And maybe these are some techniques that you can employ. Now, I do my spot margin trading over on CoinEx. It's one of the few exchanges that does have that. I'll throw that up in the chat right now. Hey, there's Sam. How's it going, Sam? I'm not here alone anymore. Hey, Sam. And as I was saying, just going over my spot margin and the benefits of it, why I like doing it, and how it's made a difference. Just that the little bitty X, 3 to 5X play, and not even using the full amount of that on a lot of these positions, and growing this back and even overcoming losses. So that's kind of what I'm going over today. Shouldn't be too long of a stream or anything, but here we are, my account. And this is the total account that I got over on CoinEx, and it's a lot bigger than what it was before. Goodness Lord. I'm liking it. Oh, Daddy happy. Oh! Sorry, I had to get that out of the way. It makes me want to dance. Let's take a look. Now, most of what I've got is over in margin. Now, I've been pulling some things off of here too. This is minus what I pulled off. I pulled off 50,000 Caspa, and I've also pulled off 10 Solana, and I also pulled off some cash, because I can't keep cash over here. If I try to put it over into my spot margin or spot area to save it, it gets spent on something. So I have to pull it off the exchange, my cash pile, or else my Degen gets a hold of it. You know how the Degens are worse than women. Sorry, women, if any women's might be seeing this video, but my Degen spends money worse than y'all do. It does on crypto anyway. Anyway, so my spot bags are growing bigger because I've been putting some things over there, some moon bags and things like that. We'll get into it. First thing, let's look at the P&L. This has not been the easy ride. This looks good now, but this sucker went down. They've expanded this over on CoinEx, so I can go back a full 180 days and look at the whole roller coaster ride. So back here, this was when we were kind of decent. It was after we started coming down, sadly. I can't really go back all the way, but this is back in May. And then we got up to July, and things were starting to look better again. And July, the Bitcoin conference and all that. Oh, that was another signal to if I'd paid more attention to altcoins then, and maybe took more profits in altcoins, maybe even closed some positions out at then, I could have saved myself all that drawdown. But I didn't. But that's how it goes. You live and you learn, all right? You think after you do this 2 or 3 times, you can get some lessons under your belt. Still, there's those little things. We can walk it off. Those kind of things you got to watch out for. But she had dropped from I was up around these areas. I was like 167,000, and then had to stomach it going all the way back down here to 62,000. 62,000. I saw this account and here I'm sitting here thinking, oh man, that was hard to stomach when you knew you came from somewhere around 160 and you drop $100,000 on your account. That was hard. That was bitching. That was hard. But now we're back and up more, so I'm cool now. It makes a difference now, but it was a hard roller coaster. I don't like that, and I want to find ways to better avoid that. And that means paying attention to my signals and going by the rules rather than, oh, maybe we can walk it off, because that clearly sucked. Well, not happy about that. Sam says, I've had a heck of a time with Spot. I need to put more in to pay my Caspa loan back. Stupid Caspa. Caspa has been a tricky disappointment. I pulled a lot of mine out, but I'm looking at my bag that I'm doing there, and I'm like, I'll probably come out even on this. I'm not seeing that I'm building that big of a bag just because of the way it played, and because I had to be I had to be more conservative on it. So when I should have been buying and could have been buying to really take advantage of the bounce that we got on Caspa, you know, because I had to safeguard the purse, I couldn't take full advantage of it. So yeah. It's been a hard one to play on Caspa, on spot margin, just because of that. For me in my situation anyway. Let's get out of this white screen and let's go over here to margin. Now my whole goal for moving all this stuff over here to spot margin was, you know, I have a lot of bags. I got too many coins, and I'm noticing, hey man, CoinEx has got a lot of them and they got spot margin on it. So if I can catch them when the market's down, I can use those to build a bags, and some of them I did good at catching when the market was down to get in, and then, you know, you saw that some of them just kept on going down. But the thing was to weed them out. I've not been good at that. I have been good at growing some of these bags though, so that, I don't know if that's good or anyway. I'm having trouble weeding them down. There's still just as many, and I do not recommend this. This has been opportunity cost, and seriously, as good as this looks right now, being up at 181,000 from the deaths of 60 something thousand that was at before. I swear, I think I saw this at 58. We looked at the overview price over the other one. I bet you are. I bet you did, didn't you? How far did you actually get down on spot margin? 59. Yeah, I thought I saw you in the 50s. That would just like, are you sure this is going to work, Road Dog? I'm like, yes. Gosh darn, it's just scary. I hope it doesn't go in anymore, because I can't afford any more liquidations. So now the ones that did get liquidated was near. Now look, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like one of my top 5 bags right there. Near and Link, both of them got liquidated. I was left with like 10% of what I put in. I remember starting with Link 150, and now I got 243 in there. And I remember starting with Near with at least 500. When I'm looking at what I put in over here, it's telling me that I have more, but I'm to 1,000 on that. Now these would have been a whole lot bigger if they not got liquidated, and I could have played my strategy as I intended to, but gosh darn it, August 5th or 4th, that was a bitchin' day, and now I was not happy. Okay, so right over here, this is the risk percentage, and this is the key to what I'm doing right now, where it says 200%. This isn't profit, this is risk. So this tells you how close you get to where you can't borrow any more money again, and also tells you how close you get to liquidation. The closer this is to 100%, well, the closer you are to being liquidated. And for the longest time, I was playing this in the middle, about 150% through there when I was building bags. And, you know, and getting nervous when she starts getting around 130-ish, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not liking this. But she starts getting in liquidation territory when it gets down to about 110 to 105%. So right now, and there's still a few that I'm still working on, like Ethereum. That one's got a 10x, so I got a lot more leeway on this thing. But it's at 149%. I can deal with that one. This one got down to like 118. That's when I was starting to sweat bullets on that one. But I'm trying to keep these now about 200 and 250% is my goal on here, so that I've got this little notion that sometimes I want to nibble in on some of these things, you know, when I see a good thing, you know, after I've taken profits. The important thing to notice what I'm doing here is a profit is a position trading strategy. That's probably key to go over right now. That's how this is working for me. Otherwise, you could do this with swing trading. The position spot margin is awesome for all that. Gives you a little bit more control other than playing the perpetual futures, because they will kick your ass and take your name and not help you out. But you got a lot more leeway and forgiveness with spot margin, and you can manipulate it a lot, meaning that your liquidations are a lot less. That's why I was very pissed off to get liquidated on those positions. I was like, oh, it shouldn't have happened. But I had to make choices. It was either them or Bitcoin, and I wasn't about to lose my Bitcoin, which right now is up to 2.3 Bitcoin. So I'm trying to grow that little sucker as much as I can so I can peel this sucker out. The whole goal that I'm doing is try to buy as much Bitcoin as I can. And then when Bitcoin gets high enough, I'll sell portions of this to pay back this loan. Now, there was a point in time where I was taking all my profits and paying back this loan, and I'm just saying, well, I just keep gaining interest. And right now, I mean, I'm gaining like maybe $100 a day of interest over here on that, or something crazy. I don't know. It varies. So I found that it's best if I just, wait for Bitcoin to get up, like maybe put in a sell order when we're closer to 100,000, where, we might get a serious rejection. I may take like 0.10 of that, and then it'll knock this down by $10,000. But a lot of my profits, I've been rolling in the Bitcoin and waiting as it goes up higher, and then I'll sell over here to kind of take care of this guy. Is the one of the better strategies. I think it's a better strategy I'm trying to use right now. Alrighty, so let's quickly go over. Well, you were headed in another direction before we did this. We were going to look at the chart, and I can't remember why. Oh gosh darn it, short-term memory loss, you suck. Anyway, maintaining my risk, and there's a few of these positions like Dot finally made a move. It got up like, I think $9, a little $9.50 or something crazy, right? Because she was down like 3 or it's not been fun. And so I've been playing that one, not as heavy as I could, because I had 100 dots stuck on the exchange, and they finally got it moved over, so we got that. But I'm over 300% there, so when I get there, I mean, we're close to moonbag territory, or we're completely. When next pullback we get, the reason I'm doing this is because we should be getting an altcoin pullback at some point, right? Or when we do over the holidays, and I do expect it. I want these things up as high. I want to start getting them closer to 300%, 250, 300%. Play them that way and just keep pulling my profits out and pulling, the coins that I want. Like I pulled my Dot or my Solana out. Solana and Casper were my two biggest positions that I had. And where are you, Solana? I pulled out 10 of them. And now I'm playing this one, and I'm at 188%, a cool area that I can deal with there. And I also pulled out my Caspa. So Caspa's down here now. Now I've only got like 13,000, it says. Is that right? Yeah, we got to improve that, Caspa. I may have to bring my other Caspa back and catch it on a dip and try to build this bag and grow this bag a little bit more in there. I don't think I'm coming out as well on Caspa. But I'm coming out pretty good on a lot of them, but that's a nice come up. I ain't bitching at all about that, and my whole goal is I'm trying to pull out my capital, but can't do it too quick, and also just whittle these bags down, because I got no conviction for a lot of these. I got no conviction for Ondo. XLM's about played out. That one's been a good one, and I'm getting to this thing now to where I'm just down $50. Just to keep the thing open and just waiting for it to hit, and I'll just pull out all these dollars as we get and throw them over, and pulling the dollars, getting a stack pile of stable coin, partly as rewarding myself and pulling my collateral out, and then partly to have that cushion for when we get a real strong drop. So now I'll be on the other side of the fence and not be stuck like, oh my god, I gotta sit through this one and go through it. No, I'll be sitting there like, oh gosh, let's go shopping, baby. We're at bottom prices. The market is scared. Let's go make it. And that's where you make the real money. And it's flipping that mindset that you can get in on that side of the game. Where, everybody's chasing candles right now as altcoins going up, right? They're like, pack your bags back. And here I am, I'm selling. I flipped the mindset. That's hard to do. And you're thinking, is it the right thing to do? And I'm like, well, and we get a pullback in altcoins, which it will come, I got more than I can buy. And I'm doing pretty good. I still got a lot left that I can sell in these, unfortunately. I was supposed to whittle them down. But the ones I don't have very much conviction in, Flux. I am building, the new ones I'm building, I am starting to build a bag of Say. She hasn't been doing all that great, but she's went from 48 to 50 something cents. So she's doing something workable, getting a nice little pullback. So that's why this one's on the low. And some XMR Monero privacy coin. I figured probably want to get me some of that. I started doing that before Trump got elected though, so it may not be as important. I don't know. But a lot of these things, Jasmine, Tia, CoinEx, Curve, HBAR, all that stuff, I'll be toning down. Now some of the ones that I was able to pull out and put over into spot just to hold, my OM MetroDAO. Oh hell yeah, that one rocked. I was buying that. That one was going like cheap. It seems like it was well under $1 when I was getting into it. Like I think it was under 50 cents when I was starting to really. So a little bag of this did well, and I moonbagged this, and so now I've got a smaller bag over there that I'm just playing with to build, see if I can do it all over again. Pulled out my Cardano. I've been putting some of my profits into Pax G into gold, so that I talk about my stablecoin problem. I can't hold it very long. This is one way that helps me do it. So got about almost $1,000 over there. Pulled out some XRP, moonbag it, because I don't want to just sell all my XRP. What if it does go to $10 or something crazy? I don't want to be the one that's sitting there saying, man, I sold it all at $1. That's not going to be me this time. A-Star's been sitting here for a while. I can't do any spot margin trading on it. Ironfish been sitting there for a while. Hopefully these things will turn into something. Prime's been sitting there. She's pretty cheap. Maybe she'll do something. Keeper, KP3R, I've been doing that one. She's on the low. She got down like $15, unheard of prices for this one. As far as the project goes, I don't know, but it's one of those that doesn't have a whole lot of coins, so that when she does make a move, the liquidity thing pushes the prices. Like it can go to $250. I've seen it hang around there for a while, so I'm like, well, this time, I want to be on the good side of that one. So I'm building a $300 bag of that. If it can 10x, I'm good with 3,000 out of it. My Peppy I moved over from spot margin, because that small bag gives me a moon bag that's worth $300 now, so why not? Peak is one I'm trying to play. She's on the low, can't figure out she was hanging at 20 cents or 19 cents or whatever, but I figured, it's real world asset play. We'll get a small bag. Nibbling, just nibbling. That's all. I'm not going crazy, just nibbling. I'm trying not to put all my profits into this stuff. Opulus is one of my real world asset plays. Oh, you're doing good now. Must have made a come up. I've got a bigger bag of this off the exchange, but she was at a GC price. I had to jump in. Conan, a very disappointing meme play on Caspa. Yeah, Trump, very disappointing meme play. Maybe it'll turn around. She's so cheap now, I just throw $5 into it every once in a while just to take advantage of the $1.30 price in case it wants to go back up to 15. I don't know if it will, but hey, what else can you do but DCA and pray? ENA was a moon bag. SD was one that we mentioned on the streams. I'm not as sold on the project, but it looks like it's got some potential, so I thought, I'll put a little bit. This is how I get these big, huge bags of freaking coins that I don't need. XYO, I moved that one over from, it's a moon bag that I've had over on crypto.com, and they don't have it over there anymore, so I'm trying to see where I can sell this little guy. Kango, disappointing meme coin on Caspa. Sun token, looks like a good lottery play. If this thing can go up and do 100x, let's do it. I'm putting my $50 in. Now we're at 62. Casper, another disappointing meme coin. Master 2100, yeah, that's a MicroStrategies is going up and the meme coin is going down. Looks like it's headed toward zero. Graphlink coin, that's one to put on your radar. That's been impressive, and she was on the cheap again. So just got those little guys. That's what my spot margin looks like. Some moon bags. I'll eventually pull these off. Some of them I will sell. But spot margin, that's really the focus, and it seems to be paying off. So this is what I was hoping to have seen a long time ago. We just had a shitty altcoin market. But altcoins are doing good, and this one can grow exponentially, just very quickly, it seems, because you've got that little bit of leverage that you're working with, and when things go in your favor, things really start going in your favor. So that was a nice come up. Last 7 days, $29,000. This past week, $29,000 profit on the spot margin. That's not counting what I've taken off and everything else it's adjusting for. Last 30 days, $100,000. $100,000 is more than doubled in the last 30 days. Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the power of the spot margin. And you may not be seeing that much going on your spot, but on your spot margin, you're like, because you got just a little bit of not crazy leverage, not 10x leverage, not 15x leverage, nothing like that. They're set up with pairs on altcoins 3x to 5x. And depending on how much you borrow and how you play, you're not even technically getting that full amount, and you don't want that full amount. And just playing it very shallowly, even when the market gets crazy and you overextend and get liquidated on things. I mean, it still made a good come up. So if I think of woulda, shoulda, coulda, I mean, seriously, I could be looking probably about 350,000 on this right now instead of 180, maybe. I mean, at least 250. If certain things had not went a certain way, and if I'd played things a little different. But still, even with mistakes, being at 180, making $100,000, not bad. Can't bitch about it. Now I got to safeguard that person. Try to capitalize on and try to solidify some of that as much as I can. And we're by the dip season, baby. Makes me wonder, how big can this thing go? And how much of it can I take off and put on my wallets? Don't forget to take things and put on your wallets. That's your safest bet. Exchanges do get hacked. Things happen. And sometimes you lose access. Sometimes you get kicked off exchanges. So you always want to be trying to pull as much as you can over to your wallet, whatever kind of wallet you use. Tangem's really cool though. Code DOG will save you 10%. I gotta throw that out there. All right, that's basically all I got, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hey, Sam, it looks like you're the trooper, man. You're the man, dog. Hope some stuff rubs off on me, man. If you ever got questions, man, that's what I'm here for. Announcement to on this membership area. I am planning to do an actual course starting from 0 to hero. We'll be going over the basic level horizontal supports, walking through each step of all the tools and techniques that I use in TA and my take on it. And I'm going to try to do it on the live streams here with you guys, and then try, if I can, maybe capture some moments and shrink it down into another video that I'll put in a higher member tier, kind of just condense it down, kind of like a little course or something. I don't know. Trying to add value to the channel, especially you guys are paying, and I've been wanting to do that chart. It'll be called Chart School course. So that's what I've got planned. And I'm running a little bit behind, but that is the game plan. Look at SecuX. Nice. Look at this, man. Total 3 breaking up above. That's bullish. If we can hold that. It's not altcoin. It may or may not be altcoin season. It all depends on Bitcoin dominance. And this last little bit of insight here. If we check out Bitcoin dominance, personally, I think she's got some bullish tendencies, and she's going to eventually get above the 60%. That's what the Ichimoku Cloud says. And then it's not altcoin season. But just that little bump down that we got, man, the altcoins have just jumped like fire. Okay, so the rule of the game is for altcoin season right now where we are, this is 618. If we get rejected there, especially if we break this trend line, if we do that, altcoins are going to freaking go to the moon. I mean, like mega gains out of altcoins. We will get a mini altcoin season, not the big altcoin season, but a dang mini one. And the taste of it is what you've been experiencing these last few days with altcoins just going, oh yeah, it's like that on steroids. Even a mini altcoin season. If we get that, oh wow, awesome. But there's a lot of things saying we're not going to get that. If we go the other way, then it's like Bitcoin is like that. Bitcoin's going to be the one. Oh man, look at Bitcoin. I should have been in Bitcoin. Altcoins will do good. They'll still run up, but Bitcoin's going to be the one to outperform them. So we're trying to figure out what's going on here, because they playing us. But man, it's fun when they're playing us right now with those altcoins. I'm leaning that we're going to regain this and go up. Maybe we're going to steal the show. That's my insight, what I'm seeing. So you might see some altcoins get a little bit cheaper. Yeah, they'll get confused a little bit. But if I'm wrong, and the rest of the market, if it does do something like this, man, altcoins are going to run. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks, Sam, Trooper. I'll see you guys tonight. Good night, everybody.
Come on, come here, bud.
Go get that money.
Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze. Every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like it's so ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Fade eye off the ground, you ain't no one. You a star, blow it up like supernova. In the nighttime, hit my hotline. Sharing secrets, you wish really was part your life. Basic bullets, with no bullets. Does your wifey know you're begging for my notice?